Give me the tea. What's the drama? What's happening in your life? I want to know.
For a long time, I went back and forth with myself debating about sharing this. I was always private on social media and stuff like that, but here is a safer place. And I feel like there's a lot of people out here like me that go through domestic violence and we feel ashamed, embarrassed, and or we don't have anyone to talk to. And I'd rather be a helping story than someone else suffering in silence. My story time is gonna go back to me being pregnant, and my daughter is now 4, going on 5. But this has been a long time span of harassment, abuse, and everything that falls under narcissism and domestic violence. My windows being busted is just one story of many. That also was when I was pregnant. Um, my daughter is now almost 5, and I recently just got over being injured. And in my story time, you'll find out. I went through a 3-month recovery. I suffered a broken finger, broken ribs, and a concussion. And this has become so traumatizing to me and my children, to the point that I didn't even realize how much it affected me. And throughout this journey, throughout these 4 years, you go through so many different levels and experience so many different people and situations where they make you feel like what you're going through isn't that serious. Don't ever, ever, ever let any domestic type situation slide. Don't sweep it under the rug. Don't put it on a back burner, because throughout this process, throughout a lot of situations, people, and experiences you may go through, you may feel like people aren't taking your feelings serious or what happened to you serious. And you should never take any type of behavior as such light. Don't give anyone any passes, and protect yourself. If you have kids, protect your children. Quick backstory: my daughter name is Story. That's her actual name. When I was pregnant with her, I kind of felt a little bit how this was going to go. I didn't experience any physical abuse at this point, but it was enough for me to know that this wasn't going to be the person that I was spending my life with, of course. And most importantly, most importantly, I knew that I needed to buckle up, that this was going to be a long journey. So my daughter name is Story, Story, like a book, and I always felt like I was going to have a story to tell. So please be patient with me with the story parts. This is, for one, very traumatizing. I'm sure I'll be crying on the internet throughout this, but I have other stuff to do. I'm handling some lawyer stuff actually today for this new case with this person, along with his mother and girlfriend. So a 3 co-defendant case. I have some paperwork to do, but I will try to get this finished as quick as possible. Yeah. Prior to me being pregnant, I didn't have any red flags. There was one incident that stood out to me though, that made me always think like he may have a little anger issue. And that was, I was leaving and I got in my car to leave, and this boy was following me. Like, he was following me behind my car, put him beside my car. So I continued, and I had my cousin on the phone, and she was coming to meet me. My cousin met me, and he was still behind me, and she was turning a corner, and she had slowed down and like waved like she's going around the block. So he's on the phone like, what is she's going to do? What is she's going to do? F your cousin. Mind you, he don't know my cousin or nothing. So I come to a red light, and I have pushed to start car, and I stopped the red light. He came to the car, and I always like have my keys in the middle area or on the side door. So I rolled my window down. He like, roll your window down. I rolled my window down, and he takes my keys and push the button on my car to turn my car off. So now my car is turned off without the key nearby, and my car is parked stuck in the middle of the street. I called his mom, and he ended up giving me my keys back. His mom advised me to stay on the phone with her. So I got back with her, and she talked to him. And it's him getting even more madder and saying like, go in the house to mind your business. It's not between you. You know, this is between me and her. They don't got nothing to do with you. And he's talking to his mom. So first thought is he's talking to her crazy. Like, I never seen him talk to his mom like that. I don't even remember what this was even over. Whatever it was, stay on the phone with me because he's on the other line going off. And I'm like, well, what is he saying? And she like, that he's going to crash into your car if she don't mind her business. And I still was going off with him about even turning my car off, sitting in the car like I know he's not about to crash my car. Like, I've never dated anyone of that nature where they act that way. My relationship prior to this was since I was 12 years old, so this was like new to me. So I'm startled, I'm shook, I'm like, he can't be serious. So his mom stands in front of his car, and I'm like, why are you standing in front of his car? Like, he's not going to do nothing. He will. He did it before. So I'm like, okay, crash somebody's car. All right, guys, down. A few weeks later, we're talking again. His mom made me really deceived of a lot of things because he had a good mom, but a little feel like I'm not going to be able to tolerate this level of anger. It's now 2020, COVID. I'm 5 months pregnant, and my friend is getting married. Due to it being COVID, with all the restrictions, she was unable to have a wedding ceremony or a reception, so she had a small Airbnb gathering. Of course, I went. This was one of my best friends at the time, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. The plan was for me to just go stay high, stay a couple hours, and leave. I remember him already being mad, like, why are you going outside? Just going off. So I sent him a screenshot of like the area that I was in. I was like 2 minutes away from my destination. I sent him a screenshot of me being on my way there. He still didn't like the fact that I proceeded to go, and he was texting me the entire time, bothering me like, what pregnant person is out during COVID, and just going off. And it turned into me feeling like, you're not my dad. So of course I'm not going to put myself in any harm's way being pregnant. You don't have to worry about that. Sidebar. During the time that I met him, up until I had my daughter, I wasn't talking to any of my friends really, or any of my family. So he was just jealous at the simple fact that I was just around other people. So a couple hours went past, and he started texting me like, if you don't leave, it's going to be a problem, and I'm going to come find you and make you come outside. So I totally forgot about me sending him my location on my way. So then he texted me like, yeah, I know where you gonna be at. You forgot, and all this other stuff. So I'm like, I'm just thankful that I parked my car on a decent block. There should be cameras. If anything, I don't think he's gonna drive all the way down here. Just being in denial about him like coming to act crazy. I'm like, this boy isn't going to come like do all this, and there's people here. Like, he's not. I'm pregnant. We have a baby on the way. Like, that would just be truly embarrassing. Like, so I decided to download Citizens app because I'm like, I'm not even going outside if he do come. The only alert that I need is about my car. I downloaded the app, and shortly after, he sent me a message on Instagram like, yeah, this your car. Wasn't you just laughing it up? Because I was like chuckling like you're not gonna play with my car like that. Like, you're not gonna do none of that. It's people here. Don't play yourself. Don't even embarrass yourself. So he texted me like, wasn't you just laughing? Here's your car. I'm showing my friends. I'm like, oh my god, he's outside. He's by my car. They're like, he's not gonna do that, Stephanie. He just wants you to come out. I never came outside. For one, I didn't want to be embarrassed. For two, I was pregnant. I did not want to fight. So within not even 10 minutes, I received a notification on the Citizens app. I received a notification on Citizens app, and it said SUV vandalized, burglarized, 10 feet away. I'll never forget how my heart left my body the moment I seen that.